Yo, what's going on, you savages? Boy, John or Carnage here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a little bit of an updated CyberPowerPC Gamer Ultra GUA3400a. So this is basically just a little bit of an update for my unboxing, as basically every single one of my videos has a comment either saying, are you using the CyberPowerPC? Is it worth it? How's it holding up? Basically tons of questions about it. And I've had several requests to do this, but I recently realized that I'm literally the only person to ever do a YouTube video on this PC, because I did the unboxing video and it has about 28,000 views right now, which is insane. My most viewed video on my channel. But yeah, I realize I'm the only person that can actually do it. So I'm gonna bring you guys a updated sort of commentary type of thing about it. And I didn't really record an intro for it because I recorded this like a couple days ago. But yeah, into the video now. So I'm just gonna play my last video in the background while I talk about the PC and all of this. And first off, before I really talk about anything, I do want to say that I don't have anything against CyberPowerPC or anything about pre-built PC companies, because what pre-built PC companies do is they get the parts, make the computer, sell it for $100, $200 over value, whatever they feel like they want to put it on sale for. That's how they get PCs to really sell more, by making their average price and then making a sale by maybe making it $150 versus $200 off, if you get what I'm trying to say. Because you can build this PC that I have for $300, $350, $150 to $200 off of what you buy it pre-built. And that's just something that, you know, it's how it is. I knew that before I purchased it. I knew that after I purchased it. And that's how it is. And I really don't read comments on my CyberPowerPC video anymore, because really all they are just like PC Master Race shit saying how, like, you should have built your own and you could have saved money, and CyberPowerPC is shit. Which I don't think a pre-built PC company can be shit or bad. You know, they're doing what they do. And the only real bad thing that could be about a company like this is customer service and, to be honest, prices, I guess, if you really want to count that. But other than that, you know, I guess you could consider the manufacturing of the PC overall, but I don't know how you could fuck that up. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I don't have anything against CyberPowerPC or any pre-built PC companies. I just wanted to say that. So yeah, on to the actual subjects now. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to say or bring up is any actual problems with the PC, as in, I'm not really sure how I'm going to bring this up, but I'm going to say physical form or the actual hardware, I guess you could say. And I haven't had really any problems with the PC. The cable management's fine in the PC. I'm not even sure if machines make these PC. I'm pretty sure they do, because that'd take forever to, well, I don't know. Anyway, besides the point, I have had one or two problems with the PC that are, once, I hear it's a problem to where if you turn off your PC in a wrong manner or anything, if you just turn it off too fast or accidentally pull the plug or anything like that, or turn it off while certain things are running, it will, like, completely, like, fuck up something. I don't remember shit. I think it's the CMOS in the BIOS that you need to reset the BIOS, but once you turn on the computer while it's fucked up, like, it just pulls up a 2.2 terabyte infinity screen, and then it says press any key to restart, something didn't boot well. It says no boot device available. Then it says press any key to reboot or retry. But if you press any key, it resets the computer, meaning you can't reset the BIOS, meaning you have to go get a little jumper cable thingy that you have to put on the two little prongs, or occasionally three little prongs that you see on your motherboard, and manually reset your CMOS through your motherboard. Now, I had to do that twice because it happened and I was fucked for like a full day, and I literally thought I fried everything and had to redo and like re-get another motherboard, but that happened twice. And then from here I know how to do it and haven't had any other problems hardware related, other than I'm pretty sure the LAN port, also known as the Ethernet like cable port in the back of the motherboard, is fried. after I did reset the CMOS because I was running Ethernet, and now the Ethernet doesn't work anymore, and now I'm running back on a Wi-Fi router. But I think that's a personal problem that I fucked up on, not the actual CyberPowerPC's fault. So yeah, that's the hardware problems I've had with it, and on to the next topic, which is going to be I guess customer support or anything. I had some problems with me being, a nub scrub, like problems I had with it, such as like some other bullshit that I had problems with that I didn't know what to do. But I'm gonna actually go into my Twitter DMs with CyberPowerPC, because that's how I talk to them. Personally, I didn't call them or anything, but I'm gonna go to one of my DMs and see if I can bring up and say what's going on. So yeah, the only real question that I had with customer support, or they seemed fairly nice, they seemed pretty straightforward with the problems and everything. Yeah, the only other problem I had was the BIOS, CMOS, all that, and they actually told me to just reinstall the LAN drivers and all that for the Ethernet being not recognized when it got fried or whatever. And at first they told me that it was something that was a usual thing to happen with my motherboard when it said no new bootable device available, and it said it's a bug with some motherboards with a certain USB device, usually a printer, is plugged in, it'll knock the Windows drive out of the boot sequence, meaning that the problem I had with the no bootable device found, saying I needed to just redo some shit. Then I thought I had to get a new motherboard, that's why I was scared. Yeah, that's what they thought, because I guess I didn't really explain it well. But other than that, yeah, the customer service is fine. Other than that, they don't really cover keyboards or anything like that. They cover the PC only. But yeah, I guess on to the next question that I'm gonna save the best for last, the most important for last, is the performance. So I'm not really going to, I don't really know how to feel about talking about performance on this PC, because of course it is a FX 6300 with an R7 250, meaning it's a low value or low performance build. Now I paid more for it, but that doesn't go into the performance at all. That is like, buying it and stuff. So that doesn't go anything into it. That'll go into another subject that I bring up. But performance, I'm going to take the price out of it for a second and just say how it performs games. It runs every game I want it to at 60 FPS, and it's playable. I don't want to say every game. Maybe every game is smooth. Every game is 60 FPS and playable at some setting other than, I think, Fallout 4. But Fallout 4 is really weird, and I can run it at high settings and low settings, and it'll stay at 30. I'm not going to count really Fallout 4 for that, because it's really weird. Another reason why I just stopped doing the FPS test for this video, because I just gave up. Yeah, it runs every game I need it to. I'm going to quickly try to tell you guys the FPS that I'm getting. I started off BO1. I'm going to count these all not recording. And if I play BO1, basically max setting with no anisotropic filtering, which I don't really like to use that, or the FXA or whatever, so I don't use that, so I'm not going to count that for anything. So max settings besides the anisotropic filtering, I get about 90 FPS at max and about 60 at lowest. And going to Black Ops 2, on max settings, I probably got 30 FPS and 50 FPS at max, and that's literally everything max, ragdoll, extra shadows, everything like that on Black Ops 2. But on all low, on the other hand, I'd probably get a solid 115 at low to 250 at max, and on, medium to high settings, just no anisotropic filtering, anything like that. Just basically everything else high, and shadows on low probably. I'd probably get, a solid 80 to 120-ish, around that range. So, Black Ops 2 looks great on all low settings, personally. Black Ops 2 is just one of those games that I don't think can really look bad. But on a Black Ops 3, on the other hand, is very confusing. First off, I want to say that if you play it on a cracked offline, it's very different than a Steam version or a valid version on Steam, offline or quote unquote like custom games and all that. So I do want to say you get like 20 more FPS if you play it in a cracked version. But other than that, I mean, you could play it all low settings, get 70 FPS with a lowest of 50, and have your eyes burn on how bad the graphics are. Or you can set it to all high and get a 20 FPS average with a 30 of max and a 15 of low. And I would set it at what I personally like to play, which is a high mesh quality, a low shadow quality, or a show map filtering quality, rather say, and a medium texture quality with a 70% actual overall texture, or no, an 80% overall texture with those settings, and everything else is either low or off. And you get a lowest of 55, solid of around 70. Is really weird, and have it all low and just bump up a couple things that make the game look a lot better. And it doesn't really affect your FPS too much. Now, of course, the game is very dependent on where you are, what you're doing, everything like that. But other than that, yeah, you know, it can run BO3 moderately well. Sometimes I really do get tired of the lower lag spikes, and that's why I don't really play the game too much anymore, because it's playable. It's enjoyable to a certain extent, but, you know, if you plan on playing it for years or something, you know, it's not all there. But it's definitely playable and enjoyable, as is every other game you can play on this PC. But on CSGO, all max settings, never goes below 60, and the FPS scatters and fluctuates so much on that game, I'm not really going to count it. But you can play 100% max settings, probably 100 FPS on that game. I'm not really sure what other games I should count, other than Minecraft, which I'm sure a lot of people are actually watching this for the Minecraft, so I'm going to say it. Depending on the shaders you're using, if you do use shaders, which I personally play with shaders, and I play with max settings with an 8 render distance Optifine Mr. Heaps V5 medium shaders, which is a fairly good looking shader in my opinion. If you play with that, you get around a 50-60 FPS, max of around 70-80. If you play with no shaders, all low settings, essentially, you know, fast graphics, no smooth lighting, render distance of maybe 6, you'll probably get, I'm just going to go ahead and take guesses, you're not going to have any FPS issues, I'll say that, recording or non-recording. I'm actually going to go ahead and do it myself, because I really want to tell you guys, like a real, you know, number. Okay, so I'm actually playing Minecraft on my other monitor here, so it's not recording my Minecraft, so I can give you a fair FPS number. So I have 100% everything on low, render distance 2, frame rate unlimited, smooth lighting off, graphics fast, and I even went into Optifine and turned all animations off, and everything all the way off, and the FPS I'm getting in my normal survival world, which you saw in my last video, 150 FPS while running through my house. Walking through my house, I'm getting 200, 180, 202, 230, and just gonna go ahead and run around outside. With pulling up the FPS counter, I realize actually lowers your FPS a little bit, but just going over here and running around across my bridge, 300, you know, 200, drop down to 130, and I'm gonna turn it off and then turn it back on and see what I'm getting. 260. I'm just gonna fluctuate it on and off. 350. 250, 250, 270. Yeah, you're not really going to have any problems, so I'm going to go ahead and just dig a hole and get in a hole really quick. 390, 375, 400. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to a super flat world. So I made the world in like 3 seconds, and I'm going to show FPS 500, 600, 594, 598, 601. It's fucking Minecraft, man. You know, I don't know if I need to go on max settings, but I will for you guys on a super flat world, or go to settings that I would play anyway. So with those settings, even though there's nothing in this world, I get 300, 270, 300, 330, and there's that. Now I'm just gonna go jump to my survival world one more time with these settings versus the lower ones that I had, and tell you the FPS I'm getting. So I'm walking around Oh no, fucking zombie, maybe. Anyway, 120, 140, 110, 113, 90, 100. So now I'm gonna get in my house, close it, and I'm gonna walk around my house. 90, 80, 85, 80, 70. So yeah, that's Minecraft for you, and I don't think I really need to say any other games for FPS tests. In the performance tab here, even though I spent fucking 10 minutes on Minecraft, I apologize. On to the next little subject I want to bring up, which is probably going to be price, and then I'll put it into overall worth it. So price is $550, or I think it's $550 on Amazon now. Everybody in the comments are like, bro, you paid $700 for this PC, you paid $800, and it's like worth $350, which I agree, $350 is probably worth it. For $350, if you put together this computer for $350, and for a price point of this PC, you could buy a PC with fucking FX 8400 or 8000 or whatever the model of the 8-core AMD processor is, with a GTX 960 or even a Radeon R7 370, which would easily play Black Ops 3 at max settings, 60 FPS or maybe even 100 FPS, who knows, for the price point of this computer. So for the price, is it worth it for the price? I wouldn't quite say so. If you have the money and you just want the PC for games, knock yourself out. It's not horrible, but you could definitely save $100, $150, depending on whatever you pay for this PC. I'm not really sure what else I can bring up with this. Besides, you can save money if you build it your own, or if this is the price point you're paying for a computer, you're not going to try to save money. You have this much money put aside for it, and this is what you're going to do. Get more parts, better parts, and stuff like that. Look into it. But if you want a pre-built, if you have to have a pre-built, buy this. Definitely, it's the cheapest you could probably go for this value, if that makes any sense. Even though if a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to communicate with me on this, it's probably not worth the $550, $200 extra dollars for this PC versus how much it's truly worth. But if you're looking at the world of only pre-builts and building your own isn't an option, this is the cheapest you're going to be able to get, and this is the best value in pre-builts. So that's going to be my take on price. Now I'm going to jump into, is it overall worth it, which is the question everyone is asking me on this video. On the unboxing video, on all my videos, are you using the CyberPowerPC video, which I am notorious for being the very first one and probably the only one to make a CyberPowerPC Gamer Ultra GUA3400a unboxing video, or make a video about it on YouTube, the only one on YouTube. And I'm notorious for that. Everyone watches it, and it's a big video. It has almost 30,000 views within the 3-4 months it's been up. I made this little update video. I know it's not as high as quality as I'm sure most of you wanted, but I hope this really does help you guys make the decision whether you're gonna buy this PC, or what your thoughts on the PC is, or if this helps you at all, which I really hope it does, because I'm trying to do whatever I can without trying to do more game tests. So, is it really worth it? If you have the money, and you have to have a pre-built, yes, I want to say. Because in the world of pre-built, this cheapest you're going to get, that's not a fucking Radeon 78. Wait, no, I don't even know what that is. The built-in integrated one, that's really shit that AMD has. Anyway, if it's worth it in that case, if you have the money, well, first of all, actually, no, I'll go with that at the end. If you have the money and you're not exactly sure, you just want a PC that can play the games you want, I recommend trying to build your own. You can't really go wrong with building your own as long as you know what you're doing, or if you have somebody to help, or YouTube by your side. Because if you have YouTube and you pay attention and you're alright with learning from YouTube, do that. you just know what the hell you're doing. Don't buy all this shit and then fucking, grab like you know what I mean. Common sense. So yeah, if you have the money, you're not exactly sure whether you want a pre-built or build your own, but you want a computer, question building your own. But if not, get the pre-built, even though after a while you might regret it and think you could have saved money if you don't know that. Now into the third option or circumstance that I guess you could be in. If you want a PC that's like that, and you want one that's good, can run games, or something of the performance of mine, but you don't have the money, perfectly fine. You're in luck. Get the parts, build it yourself, or somehow find another way to get this PC cheaper, which are several other methods of doing so, such as other websites that you build it on the website with these same exact parts, which you could probably find the link to this PC in the first line in the description, the Amazon link, and get the the PC specs there and build it, and maybe get it built and shipped to you for maybe 50 extra bucks versus the extra 150 versus 200. You know what I mean? With all the shipping and pre-built that CyberPowerPC does, which they don't tell you that you're getting it a lot more expensive by having them 100% pre-build it. But you can have like a third party type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the third option. If you're working on a little bit of a tighter budget than $500, $600, go ahead and try to get it another way by building it first and foremost would be the easiest way. Order the parts and build it. If you're in the circumstance I was, which was really wanted a PC to actually do something and really wanted one to do YouTube and do what I wanted to do, but building one wasn't completely your option, but you needed one, and that's how it is. It works. I've had mixed opinions when people ask me, the little responses that I do give to, is this worth it? Is this the CyberPowerPC you're using? I do say yes to that, but is it worth it? Should I buy it? I get so many of those comments. For the little that I do respond to, I've given many mixed. I've said yes before. I've said no for the price, no, and I really hope this sums it up, and I really hope I haven't thrown anybody over on this subject by one of those mixed opinions that I've given them. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end off this video here. I really hope this helps. I might do another update video on the PC in the future if anything else happens, but this is what I'm sticking with. This is my story. I'm sticking with it, sticking to it, and I really hope this video helped you guys, even though it's 30 minutes long and I probably could have gone without doing this. Yeah, so that's about it for this video. If it helped, please leave your comments on this video. Leave all your hate and criticism. I really want to hear what it's about, because this is a video that I'm really interested in hearing you guys talk about, because I feel like it's going to do very well on my channel, because it's a follow-up to, the unboxing of the PC. Yeah, I'm going to go and end off this video here, and that's about it for this video. I don't have anything else to say about the PC. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace!